Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tortoise the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Pixelmon on the DeciMon server. I have just wrapped up another night out here at the outpost without success. We have yet to see either Kyrogue or Lugia spawn, but I'm sure that with patience we will eventually capture these two legendaries and add them to our collection. But unfortunately, I do not think it's going to be happening in time for this week. But I have spent some time out here, been killing some things, capturing lots of fish, and killed a couple Lapras and things like that. Filled up my orb of frozen souls in the process, and began chipping away at the fiery souls. Not a lot of progress on that yet. Only about, that's like 60 kills or something on that one. So we've got a little bit of progress to go yet on that. But I think today we are going to go take care of Articuno. As well as, actually, let's, no, well, we can do this. Let's go ahead and head back home. I've got a couple of things we want to do, so, I need to make sure I'm stocked, ooh, weird. I want to make sure I'm stocked up on balls here. There we go. Yeah, we'll bring a stack. We won't be using more than that. Alright, and let's see, we've got Skull with us. I want to make sure we grab Con, because Con's got Yawn on him. Alright. That should just about do us. Let's head off this way. You'll also notice I've got a bunch of glass in my inventory. Not the best time to stop and show it to you, but I've got the glass in my inventory, but because in conjunction with finding or going and catching Articuno, we're actually going to also be making some stops at some of the other shrines that we have marked in the post office, because there have been some issues with losing legendaries on the server, so I'm going to do my civic duty, and we're going to help them out. So let's jump in here, we'll head over to spawn and get started. Alright guys, so as part of, I don't know, I forget who did it. I think it might have been K's. I know he found the cords for some of these, but somebody has gone ahead and done their civic duty and posted cords for all the different shrines because they're reusable. So we posted the cords for the shrines so that we can get over to them, and people, when they fill up their orbs, they can go capture one Pokemon or the other. And so this is the Zapdos Shrine we were at before when we caught our Zapdos. So I've already glassed this one off, but we had another instance, and I glassed that off in response to Zintac. He was trying to catch a Zapdos and it flew off. Now they act like birds, as I explained in the video where we did Zapdos, and they act like birds. So as soon as they spawn, they take off and they're just gone. And so, but they should, at least, and we will have to check this, well, we won't be able to check it today, but when we go do Moltres, we'll have to check it. But they should be spawning inside the shrine and then taking off. So we're going to glass off the shrines, so they still look okay, but we won't be, losing legendaries anymore. So we're going to stop off at all of these. This one should be good, but we're going to stop off at these. We're going to head over to... let's do this electric shrine first. We'll get that one all boxed in, and then we'll head over to the fire shrine, and then we'll end with the capturing of Articuno. So doing some good works for the community, and then we'll be capturing a legendary here at the end. So yeah, we will continue on this way. So we need to go 400x negative 4000z. 400x negative 4000z. Alright, so let's throw this up for just a second so we can figure out our bearings. We've got to go positive x, negative... Okay, so it does appear... Nope. We need positive x. Here we go. Off in this direction. And I will bring you guys back when we have made our way closer to the shrine. So I'll see you guys back in just a second. Alright guys, welcome back. We are approaching the coordinates of the Zapdos Shrine, and the world's loading in a little slowly as we get way out here in the reaches, but somebody's got the cords of this thing, so somebody's been out here at some point, but we are looking for positive 4 330-ish and negative 3,900. So should be coming right up on it here any moment. Thankfully, in Pixelmon we have flying, which allows us to cover vast distances in a very short period of time. I couldn't. This fiery shrine's almost at like 13,000 blocks, and I would just be like, nope, not doing it. We're done. If we didn't have flying, but we do. I don't know how this one. I mean, this shrine is like way out here. I'm tempted to just remove the cords of this one from the post office, because the one that I use is like a couple hundred blocks from spawn. It's real close. But let's go ahead. I want to, not the ender chest, let's get the crafting table down here. Vertical stuff, we're going to use panes because why not? You get 16 of them for every, every little recipe you do. So it seems to make sense to use those since they provide as much protection as the other ones do. And so we'll get these in here. We may be doing, or helping to, once we get our Moltres, we may be helping to fill in some static orbs, just because our friend Jay is desperately trying to find himself a shiny Zapdos, and it's going to take him a very, very long time to do that. So we may be helping out with that for a nominal fee, of course. But I think if we finally, I need to get the word out on our shop at spawn. But once we get that out, and if people decide they want help with training, that'll give us a reason to continue to do grindy stuff. And so if we're doing lots of EV training and stuff, it shouldn't be too hard to fill in some of those orbs. So maybe as a side business to our EV training shop, we'll put it out there that we'll also sell orbs at a good price. Maybe if they have you EV train Pokemon, they'll get a discount on orbs, because they'll be paying you to EV train, and at the same time you're pretty much for free filling in the orbs. So that would work out pretty nicely, I think. But yeah, so we're gonna do our admon duty and get these all filled in. Let's see, there we go. We've got all the windows in. I'm not at all worried about them escaping down here. They tend to go up. So I'm gonna leave that staircase empty. Let's quickly grab this. And I'm not going to do, on the Zapdos Shrine by spawn that I use, over by where Bunny and I live, I put a nice little dome on. For this one, I'm just going to fill in this top here, because I don't want to waste the time being fancy with it. So let's go ahead and just pop this in. I think if you make too many seams, I think our Zapdos glitched out of a seam in the glass, so I don't know if the dome actually contributed to our Zapdos escaping when it did, or what. It might have just been because it was so small. Jay was spawning a couple of them at one point. He had done a couple of orbs up, and he was gonna go ahead and spawn them, and when he did that, he got an enormous one, and it did not escape on him. So check, we have got this guy all filled in. The next set, let me get this stuff off my bar. The next set is going to be over at the Moltres Shrine. So let's see, we've got to get, we're going to go negative X a little bit, but mainly I need to get a good, strong, positive. I've got the chords over on the minimap there, but it's, I find that annoying. Okay, so I need strong growth in the negative, I guess, strong losses in the negative direction. Okay, this is the direction we're gonna go. So yeah, we're gonna fly off toward the Moltres Shrine. I think this is the only Moltres Shrine we found on the server, and unfortunately it is like 13,000 blocks out from spawn, give or take. So I mean, it's quite a trek, but I think it's the only one we've found at this point. So we're gonna have to just kind of roll with it. But hopefully we'll find another one at some point. I think that we'll confirm this when we get out there, but I think we'll find that they only really spawn in mesas, And I've spent a decent amount of time, if you guys remember, when we were looking for Rhinox and Colossus, our Golurk and Rhyperior, when we were looking for a good-natured one of those out in the mesa. Spent a lot of time out there, and it's a pretty big mesa, and I did not see any Moltres Shrines out there. So this is the one of the few we found, and so we're gonna have to just kind of stick with it for now. But maybe while we're out there, I didn't bring any materials, but maybe I'll go caving. Well, now we'll save that next time we come out here. When we fill up our orb, which will be in a couple of episodes, probably we'll do another. Ooh, I love these tall birch forces; those are amazing. We'll come out and maybe throw a portal down so people can get out here a little quicker. But yeah. Anyway, I will cut again. I will see you guys when we get out towards the Moltres Shrine. I've got quite a ways to go here still, and I am going far too negative in the X, but I've got plenty of time to correct it. So. I'll get that figured out, and I will see you guys when we are getting close. Ooh. I'll see you guys when we're getting close to the Moltres Shrine, and we'll pick up again there. Alrighty, guys. Alright, guys, welcome back. We are, again, approaching our new shrine here. We should be coming up, seeing Moltres Shrine, hopefully here in the distance in the next couple hundred blocks, but we just got to the range of the mesa here. Another big mesa. I do not know how people found some of this stuff, but more power to them if they're wandering around out this far and just for the sake of it. Because we've got some mesas, and I guess for all I know, this might hook up with the other mesa. I doubt it very much, but I suppose it's possible. Okay, so we're looking for. What are we looking for? We're looking for 12.9. So, oh, there it is. Alright, I have yet to see one of these yet in Pixelmon. Looks like somebody's been out here already. This one may be blocked off slightly, because it looks like there's some wood on top here that maybe didn't fit before, because there's lots of trees that have been cut down. Let's see. We're pretty well sealed in, it looks like. Interesting. Okay. Well... Huh. Let's jump up here briefly. Glad to see that somebody is taking charge on this as well. Let me just make sure that up here is pretty well done up. Looks like now it would be annoying for Moltres to run up here, but this is kind of a cool design. I haven't seen this shrine yet. I might let's throw a little bit of this in here just because I brought it all the way out here. I am going to seal off this door just a little bit. I'm using the glass from that I had collected for the Pokeball dome, which I'm no longer doing the Pokeball on the dome. I'm just, as you guys saw last episode, just going to be doing a regular old dome. And so I'm actually going to get rid of these just in case Moltres decides it wants to take out the door. This looks like the biggest gap in here, so we'll just seal that off. Doubting it can get through that particular gap. Anywhere else we need to seal off? Ooh, let's see. Probably getting picky at this point, but we've got the glass and I intended to use it. So let's just make sure we've got all of our gaps taken care of. That's probably pretty well. But yeah, so Moltres on up here. Really don't want to have to make that trek again, but it's and if the Moltres can fit out here, I think it deserves to get away. But we will we'll call it good getting this in here. Glad to see somebody else took care of it already. I just kind of assumed that it hadn't been, but I'm pretty sure the Articuno one has not, because we heard from Ping recently that has been that he had an Articuno take off on him. So. Alrighty. Well, very cool. Let's, got these extra things that we tore out anyways. Might as well throw them in. Fun. Well, let's grab our, crafting bench here. We'll, throw that back up where it belongs. And, yeah. Alrighty. we got some stuff going on here. Let me quickly look. Oh, X5. All right, so we are going to we're gonna cut briefly because I have got to get well back across the map. I think I'm actually gonna kill myself here, and then I'll bring you guys back when we are heading towards the Articuno Shrine, because we got to get back across the map a little bit. So I'll see you in a second. Alright guys, welcome back to our third and final installment of Tortimer Glasses in Legendary Bird Shrines here on the Tortimer the Great Gaming Network. We're coming up on Articuno's shrine coordinates. There's tons of these Articuno shrines. This one is actually not too far from my base. Probably isn't the closest one overall. I found several when we were off looking for Piloswines. And I feel like they were probably closer. As you guys can see with the chords, we're out at, almost positive 6,000 is where we've got to end up. And I'm pretty sure that the ones I was going to before were not nearly this far out. But I could be wrong. I'd have to go back and look at the chords. If I find some that are closer, I'll add the chords of at least one of them to the post office so people have options. But I guess depending on where people live, maybe this is the option for them. So we gotta go down. There we go. We're going in the right direction now. So we should be coming up on it any moment. There we are. There it is in all of its Articuno-y goodness. Man, lots of open space on this one. Let's see. We've got. Let's use up the rest of this white glass and some of this black glass too. Will be good. So I'm thinking. It spawns within the shrine, but I'm thinking let's call this the exterior. I'm not sure. I want to make sure that we actually get this thing locked in. So I'm thinking we're probably safe if we glass in, like starting right here, and we'll find out here in a second, because again we've got our orb of frozen souls. I believe is what this one's called, and so we are going to be going ahead and spawning in an Articuno here. Let me get my crafting table down. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna make some glass here with this one. We'll do some of that with the black. Try and stretch our stores here a little bit. Alright, so we got lots of stuff now. Alright, well we'll call that good. Alright, so we had less white than we did black clay, so let's do that. We'll try and make a nice little pattern here. Maybe that'll be open so people can get in. Here we go. Ooh, did I miss one somehow? How did I do that? I guess I did. But yeah, so what I think I'm going to do here, folks, is I'm going to cut again. I wanted to make sure you guys were here for the arrival, but this could potentially take a while. This is kind of a monster of a build here, and it's going to take a while probably to get it all glassed in and safe for our spawn to happen. So I will bring you guys back, and then we'll spend a little bit of time catching Articuno. Hopefully not too much, but we will be a little better prepared this time. I'm not sure if I managed to put Zapdos to sleep when we caught Zapdos, but it took a while. So hopefully we can get a little bit of a quicker draw with Articuno, and yeah. So I will bring you guys back in just a moment. Ooh, hello. Big scary ravine that I would be very mad if I died falling down. And I'll bring you guys back when we are a little bit further along, when we're ready to just about spawn Articuno. So I'll see you guys back in a second. Alright guys, we got Articuno finally all boxed in. I am not going to lie to you folks. I'm not going to lie to you. This took forever because I did in fact fall down this ravine. Twice? 3 times? Fell from it 3 times. Darn it. Yeah, so that happened. I was working on this side, or I was trying to get up. I fell down the ravine a couple times. But what we're gonna do now is, I think we've got this thing pretty much boxed in. I'm a little bit worried that in some of these places Articuno might be able to glitch through, but I think for the most part we're probably safe. And I don't want to mess with the overall construction of this thing too much. So I think for now, given that I'm just using materials that I kind of had on hand, I'm thinking it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in with our Orb of Frozen Souls, and I'm going to get Auric or not York, Skull. So York is what I normally name my Marowaks and stuff. Skull is the name of this guy. We are going to get him first on the bar, and we'll jump right into it, shall we? Let's just get this thing going. Pop that in. Ooh. We got him. But yeah, he shot up there, man. He did not want to get caught. This one's looking a little small too. Let's get right in there. This thing is an ice type, so I'm a little bit worried about that to start. Ooh, I didn't. Let's see what a false swipe will do. It does have Ice Shard, which is bad for us. That's a little disheartening. Let's bring Thwomp in. Thwomp's got a little bit of a lower leveled. Ooh, this thing's got Roost. Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Let's see what we can do here. If it's gonna do too much roosting, I will for sure bring in Camerupt, and we'll get it to sleep here real quick. This is looking good for the most part, though. Thwomp's about to die. Let's actually switch in Camerupt. I'll get Articuno to sleep. Ah, darn it. Okay, so yeah, let's... Oh no, where's... Oh no, that's my other Camerupt. Oh no, I could have sworn it was this guy. Oh, darn it. Crap. Hidden power flying here. Okay, so we're just gonna have to go for it, because this thing can heal, and I don't have any way to stop it from doing that. And it's kind of wrecking my team a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. So let's do one more of these, and then just go for it. Ooh, no, we gotta do one more. If we can survive. Nope, we can't. All right. Ooh, man, I brought a lot of people who are weak to it, huh? All right, Thwomp is out. We're just gonna go for it. If it gets to the point where we have to use a Master Ball, I don't know that I'm willing to... Well, I don't know. Oh, we might... Well, we don't have to worry about it. That's funny. Okay, well, that was a little bit of a smaller one. Let's see what size it is. A runt. Okay, so not quite the pygmy like we got with... Ooh, and it already likes us a little bit. Fun. This is actually not too bad. Roost, Ancient Power, Ice Shard. That's a pretty decent little Articuno. The sounds it makes is horrible, but... Yeah, so it's a runt, so the second smallest you can get naturally, and it did not get through anything up here. These are slabs up top. Thought maybe it would glitch through there. Seemed to hold it pretty well. So that works out very, very nicely. We managed to catch that with our first Ultra Ball without even getting it in the red or putting it to sleep. So I think Zapdos was just annoying, although I'm sure we just got lucky there. But, wow. It's really, truly like the worst thing I've ever heard. But yeah, there we go. We got our Articuno. So we have added another legendary to our collection. I think that brings us up to 4. And yeah, very, very cool. Let's so yeah, there we go. DeciMonsters. All of the shrines listed in the post office have now been secured. So I think that, you know, in your future legendary catching endeavors, you should be all set. And I'm going to quickly, let's head back home, and we'll get all of this stuff kind of squared away. Okay, so, actually, let's heal very quickly since we've got everybody on us. Get that going. Ding! Oh, I'm excited about how easy that was. I was really worried there for a second. All right, so... Articuno in here with Zapdos. PG does have a new Zapdos for us. I saw in chat while I was out of town this weekend that she's got a new Zapdos, so I'll connect with her at some point. We will be trading this one. It's a pygmy, but that's really the only thing that's good about it. I mean, it's got, you know, slightly lowered special attack, and then it doesn't have any good moves on it. I don't know if the moves are randomized on this, so maybe we'll get one with a little bit of a better moveset. I don't mind Thunder Wave, and I can get, you know, Thunderbolt and stuff on it with TMs, but... You know, she collects pygmies. I'm more than happy to give her this one. I'm not super attached to it in that sense, and she's got another one for us. So, pretty excited about that. We will definitely be doing that trade at some point, maybe on camera, maybe not. Let me switch these guys around. I've been EV training the Diglett, not gotten super far Although, well, no, level-wise I haven't. I may be button up on the close end of speed. I've got to double check. It seems low, but it's such a low level. I do think we might be capping out on speed here soon, because I've been doing mainly speed EV training, and I think I've done enough of it that we're probably at a point where Diglett might be able to, we can move on to attack. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to call it today. A slightly shorter episode. I hope you guys won't mind, but we're working on our to-do list. We got catch all legendaries in progress, obviously. We've got some travel outposts like we did last time. We've got some stuff going on here. I'm not sure what we'll be doing next time. Hopefully a gym battle, I think, is what we'll shoot for. Because there's a couple people. My team is, as I mentioned last time, my offensive team is all set and ready to take on Ping Pong. So I'm hoping I can connect with him at some point and get that going. Haven't done anything on the house at all since last episode. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We caught ourselves another legendary, which was exciting. May have to play, if we end up using it at all, may have to play with the volume down a little bit, because dang, that thing's annoying. It's just such a shrill cry, and then it just goes on constantly. At least with Zapdos, it's like occasional. Oh, I love this little Diglett. I got the best friends on this server. Shiny Camerupt came from Skull, Shiny Sandslash came from April, and Shiny Diglett came from Jay. So we are doing very well. Our gym team is becoming more and more astonishing all the time, and we will either be hosting a gym battle here next time. I think Skull might be getting close to ready to take us on number 4, maybe. Will be his attempt, but if we don't have one here, I'm going to first try and arrange one for out of the gym, but if we can't do that, certainly I think Skull might be ready to take us on at some point again. So we've got 2 badges from others. At this point, we've got J's and PG's. I'd love to get Pings, since him and PG are kind of out at the same area. Just kind of knock that section of the map off. Check it off my list. And the victorious few. This is, at this point, I should change their sign. It's pretty much just fallen comrades. These are all people who have left the server. Well, let's check. I forget now. One of these is Max's. Okay, so this is Mona's, Max's, Meg's, and then Paramore Mike was a member of our server, and recently he left. He was just too busy with life. He could not keep this up as well. And so he just decided he would leave. And I was, as an administrator on the server, I was responsible for cleaning out his place of all valuables and putting up signs and stuff, and I found his sword. And so I figured I'd take a little keepsake and to remember some of our fallen friends. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I've been Torm with the Grain. You guys have been great. Make sure to leave those likes, comments, and subscriptions for me, and we will be back with hopefully some exciting PvP gym battle type deals next time. And I need to get this dome done. I've been just busy. I spent a lot of time out at the raft outpost trying to get a legendary to spawn and EV training and stuff. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, Tortoise with Gray. Have a good one.